106.
Yes, we are. We are all back together. Happy Monday. And hopefully the weekend was great. And hopefully it didn't go by too quickly, although doesn't it always?
Yeah, every week. I feel like that's a routine to remind ourselves how fast it goes by every Monday. But yeah, it was a good weekend. 1 day left of the month of February, and of course it's coming with some snow, so
Old Man Winter just woke the you-know-what up, huh?
I feel like we kind of jinxed it, though. We kind of talked about it. We kind of said we called out the winter time for being soft and
Totally.
being a phony.
Mm-hmm.
And winter took it personal. So that's what we get. This is on us.
I think we manifested, right? We manifested this.
Yeah, we might have, but it's okay. Hopefully it's just not as bad as we think it is. We know it's hard. It's basically inevitable. It's hard to avoid. And we're prepared here. We're winter warriors, as we always say.
It was kind of funny that snow did happen a few days ago, and you forget that that's what's supposed to happen around here in February.
Yeah, but just whatever. It is what it is. I'm not really thinking about it. Don't really care. Just March is still March mentally. It's still a month that's closer to spring. March Madness around the corner. So I'm thinking about that.
And a lot of people probably very excited. PC, huge win over Georgetown.
Not huge. Georgetown sucks, but it was good. It's another win, so it's good. The big game is Wednesday. Wednesday will be the big game, big test for them. But yeah, a good win. A win is a win is a win.
A win is a win is a win. That's a good way to look at it. We are back with you, obviously, to kick off your week, to kick off your day. So let's, as Mike said in his Instagram caption, be great today.
Let's be great. Be great this week. Have a great week.
And let's
get
Carmen.
The Burger.
Hot 106.
Still in the thick of award show season with the NAACP Image Awards. Black Panther Wakanda Forever winning Outstanding Motion Picture. And Abbott Elementary just having a great weekend. Outstanding Comedy Series. We've got their stars Quinta Brunson, Tyler James Williams, and Janelle James picking up acting awards. Rhode Island's own Viola Davis finally getting recognized for her role in The Woman King. Will Smith winning Outstanding Actor in a Motion Picture for his role in Emancipation, although he did not attend the ceremony. I really think his first ceremony back, or first award show back, will be the Oscars. There's going to be some sort of, or maybe not, because maybe I'm talking myself out of it, because last year the Academy said they wanted nothing to do with him. So maybe we're not going to see him at all during this award show season. There's only really one big one left anyway.
Got to give it a year.
Yeah. 29th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards last night. I have to say, this was on Netflix. Oh, I'm sorry. This is how they did it. It aired on YouTube on Netflix's channel.
Okay.
I love the way they did it.
Cool.
There was no commercial breaks. Instead, for the transitions, they just aired montages from the past.
Oh.
And the show moved so smoothly. I really loved it. And even though the speeches went a little long because even though they said, they're only giving us 45 seconds, they still kept going. It was a great award show.
Nice.
White Lotus did great. Everything Everywhere All at Once winning big. And of course, Abbott Elementary once again dominating the comedy category as well. Kanye West and Adidas reaching an agreement to sell $500 million, worth of remaining Yeezy sneaker inventory in 2023. According to XXL, the remodeled contract will reportedly focus solely on the sale of existing inventory and will not include new designs or clothing lines. So this is the existing stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they're not going to be.
There was going to be a big issue if Adidas was to rebrand his designs for less money just to get rid of them. I'm sure that would not have gone over well. You had to assume that there was going to be an agreement reached, and $500 million sounds about right.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
For more Hot Dish, you can follow me on Instagram at Becca Burger.
On Hot 106.
Hope you had a great weekend. Thanks so much for kicking off another week with us. We appreciate that. A highlight for my family was my daughter. She's 3.5. Got her first haircut.
Oh.
We just decided to go for it.
Yeah.
We have a good friend, Tony's good friend, specializes in kids' cuts, and it was at her house, little downstairs salon situation, not far from where you used to live in Pawtucket. And so we went down there, and Ariel did great. There was no nervousness. There was no, I'm getting my hair. There was nothing like that. She was all about it, and I did save the hair.
Oh, good. Where'd you put it in?
a plastic bag. I know that there are some people who have this special, maybe baby book situation. I didn't even, like, thinking back on it, I know I have a baby book for Ariel somewhere. Do I have one for Iris, second child? No.
Damn.
But so maybe I just add it there. But yeah, right now it's just in a little plastic bag and it's just sitting there.
Just on your nightstand, like.
Literally, it's in my nightstand in a drawer. So I don't know. I'll do something special with it one of these days.
I always, obviously parents like to save things from milestones in their babies and kids' lives and stuff like that. When are you going to pull that out? Like, when are you going to look back on that is my question.
That's a great, especially, like, I've saved the umbilical cords.
Yeah, that's.
Like the little things that fall out, the little nubs.
Right. It's great.
Good morning, yummy.
Nutritious.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. I feel like I need to save it. And maybe when she's older, I can be like, here you go. Here's your hair.
And she's going to be like, great, because what is this, worth anything?
Can
baby's hair is
sell this?
Part of it's like in Harry Potter, they use it in potions to
Maybe
like create some type of potion.
No, I don't want to use it in a potion.
So she was good though. Like she didn't react because I feel like for girls it's a little bit easier because their hair is longer.
Maybe.
So it's not as intimidating. There's no buzzing.
There was not a buzz in sight.
Because with for a lot of little boys, they get a buzz. They have to shave the side of their head or whatever.
I can
imagine. Could be a little loud. The razor could sound a little intimidating. So for her, it must have just been like a quick snip?
It was very fast, and her hair still is like, this was not a blunt cut. She's not rocking a bob or anything.
Right.
We just needed a little bit more management. I knew she needed a haircut when she was eating a lollipop last week, and it got stuck in her hair.
Oh, it's tough.
And I said, we gotta
do something about this, yeah.
Anyway, did your mom save your hair from your first haircut?
I don't think so, no.
She didn't. At the day of your wedding, she wasn't like, Michael,
here's your hair.
This is your something old.
Yeah, no, she did not. I don't know what she saved. I know she saves things. Like, for example, she gave me an old, like, Dallas Cowboys, like, little... That's not a onesie. It's like a little kid, like a baby shirt, like for like a toddler. So she gave that to me.
And
that used to be mine,
Mike, which
and
is
it
so
still
weird.
fits me. I wear it to work out. It's motivating. When I put that on, I realized, wow, yeah, it's extra 10 minutes on the bike today.
Anyway, 224-1063. Did your parents save anything weird, like hair from your first haircut or anything like that? Or did you do that as a parent? Text or call us. We got more coming up.
Becca and Mike D on Hot 106.
I was just talking about how my daughter got her first haircut and I saved the hair, and I don't really know why I did that. I just feel like that's what people do, and I don't really have a reason. Got a text here from Tanya. I saved my kid's hair. The place gave me a little piece in a little baggie with a first haircut certificate.
Oh.
And she also said that she probably has their umbilical cord when it fell off as well.
Right.
Would you want me to stop saying umbilical cord?
I would appreciate it for sure. Yeah.
But then I looked up other unique ways to save baby's first lock of hair.
Mm-hmm.
A bottle necklace.
Oh, you keep it around. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Imagine I walk around with Ariel's hair around my neck.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't like to judge, but
That wouldn't be weird
would
at
be
all.
A move. Would definitely be a move. Or if you kept it on your desk.
Customized satchel, anyone? Yeah, if I kept hair on my desk, they'd probably call the cops.
Yeah.
Customized satchel. Oh, a pill box with a vintage, but this is the scariest vintage inspired hand painted pill box I have ever seen.
It looked like you would put hair in there.
What would you put in there?
I don't know. Something else that fits in there.
Instead of a necklace, how about this? It may not shine bright like a diamond, but this fashion forward ring is a great way to hold on to your baby's first curl. What?
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a little OD. I'm going to be honest. A little OD.
For almost $200? Yeah, it is. A sun catcher.
Ah, yes.
With some dead skin cells.
We're going to set on fire? I feel like that's dangerous.
A
some dry hair
bag. Oh, and a pendant. People, they're really pushing they're pushing Mike's favorite word, the narrative on keeping hair around your neck.
I don't want to judge, I feel like
it's cute.
Yeah, it is. People love their children and they should. And if that's their way that they want to, remember a milestone in their life, then so be it. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. I'm not there yet, so I don't know. Maybe I'll want to do that. Maybe I'll put them in some earrings or something. Walk around with some hair earrings. Herrings.
Oh, man. Coming up, we are hooking you up with WWE Raw tickets. Raw is coming to town in just a couple weeks, and we've got those tickets at 7:10. Stay here.
Hot 106.
During an interview with Lil Yachty, Drake revealing he regrets airing out his exes in his music. He said the lyrics are never with ill intent, but I had somebody tell me one time, it's not necessarily what you're saying about me. It's the fact that you said it. What a poignant thing to say. I mean, it is what it is.
A generic first name?
Yeah, that too.
Nobody would ever know that it was about whoever is complaining about this.
Exactly. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. I need to watch the Lil Yachty Drake interview because I feel like there's a couple gems that I'm missing that I need to catch myself up on. Cardi B revealing that community service is the best thing that's ever happened to her. She had 2 kids, but all right. She tweeted this past weekend, community service, almost like a spiritual journey because sometimes I leave these centers in tears. Those people that we leave behind, they just need somebody to talk to. You might be able to change their life forever. So Cardi B continues. She's doing community service by day, and then she says she's in the studio at night. So
Nice.
We're going to be probably getting an album in 2025.
Yeah.
Moving on. Black Panther Wakanda Forever winning Outstanding Motion Picture and Abbott Elementary. I mean, they had such a great weekend when it comes to these award shows. Abbott Elementary cleaning up at the NAACP Image Awards, as well as winning at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, a.k.a. the SAG Awards, that aired. This wasn't on network television as it typically is. Usually TNT will carry the Screen Actors Guild Awards. It was actually on YouTube, on the Netflix channel on YouTube. So there was no commercial breaks, nothing like that, but very easy transitions. And it cut probably an hour and a half off of a usual award show. So it was over by 10.
It was like the new baseball games.
Is that how it is?
Baseball games, they've had so many rule changes this year with the pitch clock, batter clock. A pitcher can only do a pitch out. I'm sorry, not a pitch out. When they try to pick off, a pick off. What they try to pick off the person at first base twice in an at bat. So they're speeding up the games. They're the average game so far in spring training have been 2 hours and 20 minutes.
And they're typically what?
Like over 3 hours. So
whoa.
Yeah, they're really speeding up the game, and there's some funky rules.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you're a baseball player and you've known this game and you've played it for a certain way for so long, that must be hard to just transition.
And the bases are huge.
Why?
They made the bases bigger. They want to encourage stealing and like more action, and so it's interesting. They, baseball, they're feeling it a little bit, and they're just trying to make the game more exciting.
Because it was
just
a
like
game
the SAG Awards.
That was.
And they are hidden slime cannons too, right?
Yeah, the slime cannons, right? Yeah, when you hit the outfielder at any point can get slimed.
Okay,
so it might affect
kinda
the way
like
they catch the ball.
Kind of like accidentally turning on sprinklers.
Yeah, and there's like booby traps out there.
Sweet.
Yeah, so they might fall.
Everybody's going to be watching baseball.
It's gonna be
if
the
that's
best.
the case.
Yeah, you might watch somebody get really hurt.
For more, that's bad. For more Hot Dish, you can follow me on Instagram at Becca Burger.
Burger on Hot 106.
Yes, it is. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend.
Thanks.
This time around, I was telling the listeners.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I always do that.
You and I have spent enough time this morning. You should know that I've already wished you a happy weekend and a good morning.
Yeah.
And
Did
all
you?
that stuff. I don't. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, hot hookup help. This time last week, it was Melanie who reached out about Colton. And pay attention to how many different times I can pronounce this guy's name. Colton. It was weird. Anyway, Melanie sets us up with how they met.
On an app. So we messaged for a little bit, and then he eventually asked me out to dinner.
And how was dinner?
Oh my God, it was so much fun. I didn't want the night to end. He's just really funny, and we were cracking up the whole time.
And how did you leave things with Colton?
So I invited him to my place for dessert, but he said he didn't have much of a sweet tooth and had an early morning the next day.
And was there maybe a goodnight kiss involved?
Yes. It was very long and nice, which is like why I'm surprised not to hear from him.
The plot thickens. How about we call him up, okay?
Okay, that would be great. Hello?
Hey, it's the Hot Morning Show with Becca and Mike D. This is Becca. Is this Colton?
Yeah, it's just a real show.
It is for real, for real. It's really us. You're going to be on the radio. Do you have a couple minutes to talk about a date you went on recently with Miss Melanie?
Oh, I'll pass on that one.
Well, listen, we're not going to take up too much of your time. She told us she had a lot of fun on your date, asked us to call and find out why you ghosted.
Okay. Well, she's a nice girl, but she's just too loud.
Too loud.
Oh, loud.
Okay.
Why? So I want to know why being loud could be such a bad thing. Colton's going to fill us in about 6 minutes when Hot Hookup Help continues with Colton and Melanie on Hot 106. Yes, it is. All right. So when we left off with Colton and Melanie thought that everything was going well. They had this great goodnight kiss. She invited him back for dessert, which he declined. But then we got Colton on the phone and he said she was just really loud. So what does that mean? Are we sure we have the right Melanie? I mean, we talked to her for a bit. She didn't seem too loud to me.
Yeah, it just kind of sneaks up on you. I didn't think so either, but I like to joke around a lot. And she just has one of those laughs that just fills the room and takes over. And I thought she might have been exaggerating just to be funny, but it was definitely real because she couldn't stop. And once she just started, she unleashed and just started talking so loud and telling her we should use our inside voices, but she just couldn't take a hint.
I'm just really passionate and full of life, and if you can't handle that, that's your problem.
Well, obviously, Colton, that's Melanie. She's been listening.
Oh, God. Better grab your earplugs.
That is so unfair.
You've got to learn to calm down.
Oh, no.
Oh,
don't say that.
How dare
Don't say
you
that,
tell me
Colton.
what to do?
Look, it's just my opinion. It's advice. You can take it or leave it. I really don't care.
Well, okay, so if I'm so awful, why did you give me, such a great goodnight kiss?
Oh.
Shut you up.
Well, I was just testing the chemistry, and I figured I could change my mind about the dessert if chemistry is really strong. But, yeah, I can put up a lot for one night.
Oh, my God, you're horrible.
And that's kind of, nothing good came out of that. But backing it up a little bit, I know that this is going to be really hard for you to believe. There's been times where Tony and I have gone out and he said, you need to really lower your voice.
Oh, no.
I know that, again, hard to believe for everybody here, but sometimes you just can't control it.
You're very excited. You're a very excited person.
Yeah, like if I have something I really want to talk about or I'm passionate about, so maybe that was Melanie's whole thing, and Colton just can't meet her, can't meet the energy level. But the laugh thing, I know 2 or 3 people like that whose laugh is so fake that it goes right through you.
Yeah.
Because that's not their genuine laugh.
Right.
They're just doing it so people react to it.
Yeah, the very over the top. Yeah, like something like that, like Seth Rogen. A very over the top laugh or loud. Well, I gotta say, my wife can laugh pretty loud at times. She has there's times where her laugh is very loud, but it's not fake. It's
I want to hear it.
Sometimes it's very loud, and I have to be like, it's, I don't really correct. I mean, it is what it is. It's her laugh.
Yeah,
I'd rather have.
You don't want to come off insensitive.
But she doesn't also, it doesn't come out as fake, so it doesn't bother me. It's like, that's her real laugh. She just has a little bit of a louder laugh at times. Whereas if somebody's like over the top, fake laughing, keep it. I don't want to hear it.
You know these people. Exactly. Nobody laughs like that.
Bro, you need to clear your throat?
224-1063. Hopefully people are still listening. Do you know people like Melanie? Maybe you've been out with people like Melanie where the voice octave is a little too high, but then you feel bad about trying to get them a little bit lower. Text or call us 224-1063. Little Dirk tickets at 810.
Hot 106.
Yeah, people are still asking Nick Cannon whether or not he'd like more kids after having 12. He said, yeah, God decides when we're done, but I believe I definitely got my hands full and I'm focused, I'm locked in. He ended with, but when I'm 85, you never know. I might.
Yeah, 85. Never give up. Never give up on your dreams.
The cannon just keeps firing.
Oh, boy.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania held on to the top spot at the domestic box office over the weekend, beating out Cocaine Bear's successful debut. However, this is disappointing for Paul Rudd. Deadline reports that Ant-Man saw the biggest drop for an MCU film in its second weekend. That's not good for him. There's already 3 Ant-Mans, though. Like, Jim, I know you're going to roll your eyes when I ask this, but how many Ant-Mans do we really need? You know what I mean?
How many Ant-Men?
Why don't we just
How much?
Well, it's like a small part of the MCU.
Yeah, no pun intended for the ants out there. Shout out to all my ants. And I'm not talking about aunties or aunties. I'm talking about just straight up actual ants.
Hi, Auntie.
Yeah, hi, Auntie.
I think I want to see Cocaine Bear. People I've talked to that have seen it said it's so bad. It's one of those, it's so bad, it's good.
It's like Sharknado.
Situations. I think so.
Sharknado vibes. I'm going to eventually watch it, but I will most likely not go to theaters to see it. I'll wait for it to be at home.
You would like an intimate experience.
Next time
with
I'm
Cocaine Bear.
Exactly. Next time I go to the movie theaters, I've already told everybody for a Super Mario movie.
And he's dressing up, guys.
Yes.
I mean, we got to keep saying it just
Full
to make sure
cosplay.
he does it full on. You're going to be Mario or Luigi, I forget.
I mean, I prefer Luigi's my guy, but
Okay.
we'll see. I need a Mario. Jim still
Sounds
up in the air if he's going to be there or
I'm
not.
excited about this. And I'll dress as Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, you could be the Cocaine Bear, and you'll be like, wow, somebody showed up to the wrong party.
I'm excited. All right, 2023 NAACP Image Awards. Queen Latifah was the host. Angela Bassett did the thing, and she is now the Entertainer of the Year. Shout out to Ariana DeBose, though, because she's taking this whole thing in stride. She went from deleting her Twitter account to presenting an award at the SAG Awards last night, and she embraced the whole.
They should do it again.
She said to Diego Luna, who is in what's the Star Wars spinoff that he's in that just Andor? Is that what it is? Help, Jim.
Yeah.
Andor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Diego Luna was presenting with her, and she goes, "All right, Diego, do the thing."
God. And it's over now?
It's over
Now that
It
it's
has to
officially
be.
jumped the shark?
Jump the Cocaine Bear?
Jumped the Cocaine Bear Bassett thing?
Angela Bassett did the thing. For more Hot
Ah.
Dish, you can follow me on Instagram at Becca Berger. Allegedly, we're going to go live on TikTok. Just going to put eyeliner on.
Hot 106.
We're live right now on Netflix.
On Netflix?
I wish.
Damn.
We are live on
Give me
TikTok.
get that bag.
We were just talking about Netflix. We are, I know, same. We are on
lit.
TikTok at Hot 106 Prov, so come and watch us while you listen, but do it all safely.
Yeah.
So
Not
we're-
while you're in your car.
Speaking of Netflix, that was one of the recommended shows. The question right now at 224-1063, what TV show or shows do you not watch with your significant other? As I was trying to explain on TikTok, not so eloquently, so I'll try it again here. We all have our shows we watch sometimes with our significant others, whether
Yes.
it's one or two shows. But then you got a couple side chicks, little side TV shows that you watch alone. I can tell you this, nothing on Bravo, Tony will not watch it.
Yeah.
He will not sit down and watch
Smart
Vanderpump
man.
Rules with me. He will not watch Real Housewives of New Jersey. Sometimes I question why I still watch some of this stuff, but I
Same.
can't stop. I feel like I'm addicted at this point, and he will not watch some of that stuff with me. What about you?
Yeah, currently it's Full Swing on Netflix. It's a golf.
about swingers.
It's not about swingers, no.
okay.
It is not about swingers, no.
No
Although
keys in the bowl.
if that exists, maybe I'll check it out. No, Full Swing is a golf docuseries. It's basically behind the scenes of some PGA and live golfers and kind of their preparation going into tournaments and stuff like that. So obviously, if you're not into golf, you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't enjoy it too
Sounds
much.
sleepy.
If I was to watch it with my wife, there's a very high, I'd say a 99.9% chance she falls asleep within 10 minutes. I'd end up watching it alone anyways. So when I have some downtime to myself, I've been throwing that on. And that's really it. Like anything else, we watch pretty much every TV show together because that's like our time together. And when I have free time, you know this, I'm either like working out or I'm playing video games. Like that's like my downtime is I'm playing video games. So,
And
yeah.
she's not playing any video games with you.
No, she's not playing any video games with me.
Same.
She's trying to find a way to get rid of my video games.
I've been
Throw
doing
them
the
in the
same.
trash
and
or
a little advice to her, it's just never going to work because
Yeah.
I've tried and it just will not happen.
and it shouldn't because it makes us happy.
That's a whole other discussion, isn't it?
Sure.
What TV shows do you not watch with your significant other? I can't get him to watch Abbott Elementary with me. And I think he feels like it's too far now because now I'm all caught up. So he feels like he's too far behind, but that would be such a fun. I would rewatch it with him if he wanted to. It's kind of silly.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too. Is like maybe you started a show on your own. Like she has shows she watches without me. What's the Grace? Not the Grace. What's that show? Gingerly. What's it?
Ginny and Georgia.
Ginny and Georgia.
I knew we would get there.
We'd get there eventually. Ginny and Georgia. She watched on her own, and Virgin River.
Okay, Virgin River, Ginny and Georgia, Firefly Lane, and there's another one. I feel like this is all part of the, when you finish a series and the Netflix is like, well, if you like this,
the recommended series.
Emily in Paris, those
Yeah.
that is like the core 4 or 5 right there on Netflix.
When she's watching those shows, I'm either playing video games or I'm like, I don't know, watching TikToks or something. I don't know. I'm not paying attention.
Speaking of, we are live on TikTok at Hot 106 Prov. The shows that you do not watch with your significant other, maybe they're not interested in it or you just don't want to watch it with them, text or call us. We're live, like I said, on TikTok at Hot 106 Prov.
106.
I just found this to be kind of interesting. People wish they had a health check engine light. When, you know, you're driving and your car comes, there's a little check engine light. There are some people out there who just kind of keep driving and driving and driving until the problem gets worse. But in a survey of 2,000 Americans, 63% said they struggle to recognize when their body's trying to tell them to pay attention to their health. But if a check engine light existed for their bodies, 57% would use it to determine when it was time to drink water, a vitamin reminder, alerted for nap time. It's interesting.
I think we usually just call those like heart attacks, strokes, passing out. So those are pretty good indications of a health check light. Let's just put it down.
And for some people actually who have those devices on their wrists.
Sometimes they have devices on their wrists, right? You could check your heart monitor on there. Sometimes your watch will tell. There's many different ways to have a health check, if you will. How about this? Just schedule regular doctor's appointments.
Yeah. Do your thing.
It's a good reminder. No, it's a good reminder.
It is.
It's good to remind the people. It is very important to follow up as long as you have health insurance. You know, I know some people don't, but if you do, utilize it. Check in with your doctors, regular physicals. Okay, it's always good. It's always good to just make sure everything's going and listen to your body. Your body doesn't lie to you. Your brain might, but your body doesn't.
No, getting back to the check engine light though on the car.
Yeah, yours is on.
No. But do you?
That's a shock.
Do you pay attention right away? Do you like take it right into the dealership? Or
when I was younger, no, because I was afraid it was going to cost more than I could afford, so I would just ignore it. You know, but now it's like, okay, I can afford to fix my car. So when the check engine light comes on, I go get it fixed.
But like to you, what you were trying to say before though earlier about the health quote check engine light, we kind of like if you let your Apple Watch or whatever device. Like, if you take full advantage of it, aren't there ways for it to let you know when something
it tells you.
feels weird?
The watch has saved many lives.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The watch has literally saved,
wild.
You know, it tells people when their respiration rates are higher than normal, their blood pressure, their heart rate, is higher than normal. It can take your blood pressure now, too, and do it. It can actually do an EKG. I don't know if it's as accurate as a normal one, but it's probably pretty good.
It's wild.
So yeah, mine I think is too old to do that function, but it's nice to see when you work out what your heart rate was throughout the workout and then monitor it through your sleep and stuff. So
crazy.
There you go.
We've got Carmen coming up and a whole lot more. Stay here.
On Hot 106.
You know, I'm still not over that we can't go to Benny's.
My God, that's such a random.
I know.
It's another random thing.
I
What do you need? Tires?
Wait
Duct
for
tape?
it.
Just like before the snow.
Oh, salt.
And like what do you call it? The wipers.
A shovel?
Like the brushes
The brush
for
to clean the car, yeah.
All
All those things.
De-icer and all that.
De-icer.
I know I can get that stuff. We know we can get those places. They are readily available to us. But there was just something about going to Benny's before a snowstorm. Just kind of hit different, you know?
It was good. And then the smell. You can never replace the smell, no matter what happens.
Tires and cleaning products.
Yeah, so good.
They need to make a Benny's candle. Like, can we get a local retailer?
I think that'll get old fast. Benny's smell was nice because you were there for like 10 minutes. But like if I'm hanging out in my house on a Saturday, I don't know if I want the smell lingering for 3 to 4 hours.
Maybe you're right.
You'd have to see a doctor after that.
Maybe I'm going to flip on that idea.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, be very safe and careful. Obviously, I feel like we took, like you said earlier in the show, we taunted.
We knew this was going to happen. March is the new January. That's just what it is. Like, we get snow at this time of the year. It sucks. I hate it. But at least we know we're getting closer.
We always think that we're going to get away scot-free.
And then it changes so fast.
Nope. Joke's on us. Ha, ha, ha. Be careful. We love you. Don't forget, you could catch the entire Hot Morning Show with Becca and Mike D on YouTube at Hot 106. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.